Our facilities go all the way from Ontario, Canada, down to Texas and coast to coast. So you could be unloading a trailer in sub-zero weather, or it could be 105 degrees out. So it's kind of unforgiving. The fact that Stretch is in there truly supplementing our people and reducing our injury rates is just a huge benefit to us.
Stretch is a mobile manipulation robot designed for warehouses. Basically, the operator will walk it into the container, and from there, it runs on its own. It uses machine learning and its vision to detect all the cases, the ceiling, the walls, the things around that. And then it uses its vacuum gripper to pick up the boxes, place them on the conveyor behind them, and get them inducted into the warehouse.
Stretch is designed to work with a wide variety of boxes, different SKU sizes, large, small, heavy, light. It's designed to meet the freight as you would expect it to be in a warehouse. We expect to have boxes with some damage. Stretch does a good job of managing messy and imperfect containers.
So instead of being the person in service to the robot, which we've seen before, it's really the robot's in service to the person. That's been a very great partnership, and I think that flexibility is truly what makes it autonomous and makes it successful.
Gap was one of our really early pilot customers. When we arrived here with Stretch, we spent time getting it to work well with their freight in their system. That's paying off. We're expanding and really getting to replicate some of that success. Many of the features that are in Stretch have come from working with the Gap team to find what fits their needs.
As you look at other unloaders, there's some pretty significant units of equipment that are going in there. The hefty lift of integration required for those systems, Stretch doesn't have any of that. Right out of the gate, the ease of installation is amazing.
Label Sense is important because it allows Stretch to fully integrate with whatever additional automation is downstream in the inbound process. Using Label Sense, Stretch can detect the labels on boxes and then place them on the conveyor in the correct orientation that allows the scanners or receivers downstream to receive the box.
So there's also an engagement factor with our employees as well that brings some excitement to the job of I'm working with a robot rather than I'm in the truck throwing boxes all day. I gone from unloading boxes in a trailer to now I'm able to operate a robot. It's more enjoyable.
I think me and my team were apprehensive about the robots, right? How do they fit into what we do, right? And then also I have a very tenured team who has been in inbound for quite a while, and they recognize Stretch's value too from an ergonomic perspective for them, right? They recognize that Stretch was going to add to their longevity and how long they could stay in the inbound department. And when they are throwing a trailer, it is one of the most physically demanding jobs in the warehouse. They're lifting boxes that on average are about 30 pounds. They're expected to throw at least 3,000 cartons a day unless we have some kind of an issue. As far as driving Stretch in and out of the trailers, it was very easy. Even though I have some tenured associates, they were still very much they played video games with their children. The learning curve with Stretch was very minimal.
It's super quick. Honestly, I teach people to drive the robot in under 10 minutes. In about an hour, they get the gist of how to put it in a container and get Stretch picking. And then in 2 days, I'm certifying people. So then they're free to run it without me there.
Gap's going to scale the Stretch product because we see the utility that is in the machine. We started in our Gallatin, Tennessee, Nashville site. You know, we've moved on to Ohio. We've got stuff going on in New York, right out in Poughkeepsie, and then we're out in California and Fresno as well. So all of our Old Navy sites right now where we have the bigger volumes, we've put Stretch into those. Not only does unloading today, but we share a vision on the other swim lanes that we're both going to mutually play in, right? Whether it's palletization out of the line, whether it's throwing cartons on for a sorter. You know, we knew right away that the platform being mobile was going to be one that would allow us to use it in many different aspects. It is a blessing to have automation that you don't have to bring as many people in on the weekends, allowing them to spend more time with their family and their loved ones. So the predictability, especially on weekends, has been a really big benefit for us as far as being able to spread out our volume and use the machinery to get a better ROI. You use it 5 days a week, one shift, it's hard. You know, we're using it 3 shifts, 5 days a week, and sometimes day 6 and 7. So it's been a big help in predictability and scheduling staff and planning. So we're excited about the future, but we see other uses in the years to come, and the partnership should continue to grow.